Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to beautiful Lakeland, Florida, and the USA International Speedway for round number 12 of the B-Main Bandits National Tour, featuring the National Tour wingless 360 sprint cars and the dirt street stocks as support class tonight. Final hot laps are on track currently for the National Tour sprint cars. Qualifying shook out just like this. Trevor Royer, 20.486 around this monster three-quarter mile oval here in Florida. 17 cars taking time tonight. And due to time constraints, we're going to glance over the heat race results. Heat race number 1 would see Trevor Royer take home the win, Roman Gephardt in second, Aaron Trotter third, Rylan Gray fourth, Ryan Paget in fifth, and Jay Schaff rounded out the 6-car field. Heat race number 2 would see the Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan, bring home the checkered flag with Andrew Thornton in second, James Turnbull, Richie Gaines, Tim Burner, and Austin Thornton rounding out that heat. And in your third and final heat race for the National Tour sprint cars, you'd see Jacob Denny bring home the win, Reed Whitney in second, Todd LeBeau in third, Matt Rogers in fourth, and the Wonder Boy Jackson McLean, wrecking out early, would bring it home in fifth. We're going to move straight into feature action tonight to fit in with the time constraints of the broadcast. So next up will be the Street Stock A main event. Alright folks, it is A feature time for your street stocks here at the USA International Speedway. Got 11 cars in total. Going to run for 30 laps here around this monster three-quarter mile racetrack. Starting on the pole is going to be the 5 of Paul Pfeffer from Leif, Arkansas. Todd LeBeau out of St. Louis to his outside. Our only Australian in the field, Ivan McKenzie, inside of row number 2. Austin Thornton to his outside. Byron Gay and Tony Martin in row number 3. Scott Thomason and Jackson McLean in row number 4. Ryan Paget and Andrew Thornton round out your top 10. And Sam Reed, still on pit road, will be your 11th and final starter in tonight's A feature for the street stocks. See the field rolling through turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Pace truck is off. Pfeffer's gonna fire. We are underway here at Lakeland. Ooh, Pfeffer into the wall hard in turn number 1. Contact between McKenzie and LeBeau. A lot of beating and banging here with the fender cars as they roll through turns 3 and 4. 4 wide off turn number 4. Big stack-ups. Currently Todd LeBeau is your leader in the number 94. Ryan Paget gets into Byron Gay, straightens him back out. Oh, as the rest of the field kind of gets collected, that's going to bring out our first yellow of the night. As the field gets ready to come back to green, Todd LeBeau, Ivan McKenzie, and Austin Thornton, your top 3. Apologizes, SDK timing and scoring is acting up with us just a little bit. Hopefully it'll straighten itself out here pretty quick, as it looks like it just has. Todd LeBeau working around the inside of the speedway. Comfortable lead, as comfortable as it can be for lap number 1, starting off the field. Ryan Paget looks under Ivan McKenzie. Jackson McLean tries to follow him through with the special paint scheme designed for our very own Mr. Excuses, Joey Smith. McKenzie gets a shot up into the wall from Austin Thornton as they all kind of bobble together there in turn number 1. Thornton looking to roll his way around the high side, trying to get past Jackson McLean. McLean with a good run off the bottom is going to hold P3 for the time being. little further back in the pack, Byron Gay, after being involved in the caution, running with Andrew Thornton. Sam Reed in the 55. Missed the initial start of the race. Gets saved by the yellow. To catch him back up with the field. Now battling with Ivan McKenzie for the 6th position. A little bit of contact. Looks under McKenzie. Unable to clear him this time. Now looking above him. Going into turn number 3. Good run to the high side. Trying to power by McKenzie. McKenzie through the middle of the racetrack, a little bit of contact down the front straightaway. 3 wide through turns 1 and 2 with teammate Byron Gay. Still 3 wide. And contact once again. McKenzie's going to go around, and that is going to be a yellow. As the field makes their way down. Turns 3 and 4, waiting for the pace truck to dive off. Todd LeBeau, Jackson McLean refire the field, and we are back underway. LeBeau rolling around the low side of the speedway. McLean trying to power back by on the high side. Tony Martin challenging him for the 2nd position. Now Jackson down to the low side, trying to defend against Martin. USA being a big racetrack, it is a lot of follow the leader and just have to wait for somebody to make a mistake to make the pass. McLean closes in on the tail of Todd LeBeau. LeBeau with a bit of a bobble. McLean drives it straight off turn number 4, right to the back bumper as they head into turn number 1. Just shy of halfway home in this one. A little bit of contact further back in the pack between McKenzie and Scott Thomason. Green light is still on. Everybody's still rolling. McKenzie currently running in the 6th position. As we miss the misstep up front, Jackson McLean motors by Todd LeBeau for the lead at the halfway point here in this one. Jackson McLean going to come around to lead lap number 15. Tony Martin now looking inside of Todd LeBeau, trying to take away the 2nd position. He's going to have it this time down in turn number 3. Can LeBeau power back? Sam Reed is also right there from missing the start to running 4th currently. Right to the tail of LeBeau, gives him a bit of a shot. Goes to turn underneath him, unable to do it. Helps LeBeau, though, catch the tail of Tony Martin. Martin running a bit of a slider line, trying to make it really tough for LeBeau to pass him. A little further back, Andrew Thornton has now gotten around Ivan McKenzie for P6, now trying to catch Byron Gay for 5th. Gay with a bit of a bobble on the low side. Andrew Thornton trying to keep it smooth and steady on the high side. He's got the run down the back straightaway into turn number 3. High side of the racetrack, a real long way around at this place. This time off of turn number 4, Jackson McLean's going to see the fistful. 5 laps to go. Comfortable 2.1 second lead. The 2nd place, Tony Martin. Todd LeBeau continues to run in that 3rd position, unable to make any ground on him. Got a 3-way dance for the 4th position now, though, as Sam Reed is now joined by Andrew Thornton and teammate Byron Gay. Thornton gets past Byron, tries to find a way to work around Sam Reed. 4 laps to go this time as they cross the stripe. Reed gets real tied up on the high side. Let's take a ride with him for about a lap around the USA International Speedway. See how much steering input you have to put into these machines to wrestle them around here. See Thornton showing his nose to the inside, but Reed able to carry the momentum around the high side. Now side by side with Andrew Thornton, this time down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, runs through the middle. Just about spins it out as Andrew Thornton gets by, and now there goes Byron Gay. Got 2 laps to go. Reed goes from 4th to 6th on the misstep. Coming around this time, Jackson McLean will see the white flag. 1 lap to go here for the street stocks at USA International. Makes his way through turns 1 and 2, down the long back straightaway one more time. Sailing it high, wide, and handsome for the final time. Down the front straightaway, Jackson McLean is going to claim the victory here in the street stocks. Tony Martin going to bring it home P2. And Todd LeBeau going to round out the podium. Well, folks, that is going to do it for our street stocks here tonight at the USA International Speedway. A feature shakes out just like this. Jackson McLean is your winner. Tony Martin and Todd LeBeau going to round out the podium. Andrew Thornton and Byron Gay round out the top 5. Sam Reed, Ivan McKenzie, Austin Thornton, Scott Thomas, and Ryan Paget round out the top 10, with Paul Pfeffer rounding out the field of cars that took the green in tonight's A feature. Great showing for the street stocks this week. Next up will be your National Tour Sprint Cars A main event. Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime for round number 12 of the B Main Bandits National Tour Sprint Cars. 17 entries to take on this monstrous 3/4 mile over here in Lakeland, Florida, and let's see our starting lineup. Starting shotgun on the field, rolling off from the 17th starting position tonight. He comes to you out of Joplin, Missouri, the AMT Racing Services B Main Bandits, number 69 of Austin Thornton. Starting 16th on the evening, representing Indy Race Parts Esports, driver out of Mitchell, Indiana. That's going to be the 57 of Jace Schaff. To his inside, the winningest driver in B Main Bandits history. That's going to be the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean, out of Paris, Tennessee, behind the wheel of the 81. Starting 14th, the number 19 of Tim Berner. And his inside, lucky number 13 on the grid tonight. That's going to be the number 98 of Wreckin' Ryan Paget. Outside of row number 6, making his debut with the B Main Bandits Racing League. That's going to be the number 16 of Matt Rogers. To his inside, driver out of Mitchell, Indiana, representing Indy Race Parts Esports. That's going to be Richie Gaines. Getting into your top 10 starters, rolling off from the 10th position tonight, the Dave Darlin Tribute Paint Scheme, the 36D, that is Ryland Gray. To his inside, driver out of St. Louis, Missouri, the number 99 of Todd LeBeau. Rolling off from the 8th starting position on the grid, it's going to be the number 90, the Alien, Trevor Royer. To his inside, going to be the Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan, out of Pittsburgh, Indiana. Not making his debut, but great to see him make his return with us tonight. That's going to be the number 61 of Jake Denny. Roman Gephardt making his debut with the B Main Bandits Racing League, rolling off from the 5th starting position in the 21. Outside of row number 2 is going to be the league owner, Andrew Thornton, driver out of Granbury, Texas, in the 31. Reed Whitney to his inside. And your front row is going to be the 46 of Aaron Trotter, making his debut with the league. And the 2J of James Turnbull going to lead them to the green tonight here at the USA International Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got 17 of the best on iRacing set to do battle for 30 laps around the USA International Speedway. Sit down, strap in, and hold on tight as we take you for a 3-wide virtual thrill ride with the B-Main Bandits National Tour Sprint Cars. As the field works their way through turns 3 and 4, waiting for the pace truck to dive off. Turnbull and Trotter are going to lead the field down, and we're away here at Lakeland. Oldfield Thunder's down into turn number 1. A lot of contact, a couple little stack-ups. Look like everybody's going to stay clean and green as we're 4 wide further back in the pack off turn number 2. Cars fanned out all over this monstrous 3/4 mile. We got one turnaround there in the back. The green light is still on. Looks like we are going to stay green for the time being. Jake Denny all the way up to the 3rd position as the yellow flag flies for the first time tonight. The lights are out on the pace truck. James Turnbull, Mason Hannigan, Robin Gephardt, Jacob Denny, and Aaron Trotter, your top 5. Pace truck's off, field fires. We're back underway. Mason Hannigan looking to the high side, pushes it to the cushion as Turnbull throws the slider line. Hannigan with great momentum off the high side. Yellow flag out once again. Lights are out on the pace truck once again. James Turnbull, Mason Hannigan, Roman Gephardt, your top 3. Struggling a little bit to get the field rolling. Pace truck's off. We're underway once again. Turnbull, a little bit of contact with the outside wall off turn number 2. Turnbull is going to have to be picture perfect because with this gaggle of cars coming, there is no room for mistakes. Hannigan's got a good run on the low side of the speedway. Turnbull, Diamond cuts the corner, takes the run away from Hannigan, but here comes Jacob Denny. Denny going to throw the slide job for P2. Not quite. Got a diamond cut the corner. Just barely misses the inside wall, but he's got P2 down the front straightaway. Now sets his sights on James Turnbull for the lead as Hannigan back to the low side. Denny right to the tires of James Turnbull. 3 wide for the lead this time off turn number 4. Turnbull backs it in turns 1 and 2. Denny trying to push the cushion, carry all the momentum down to the inside. Turnbull goes down low. Denny back to the high side. Diamond line for Denny, blocks the run of Hannigan. Can he get the run on Turnbull? Turnbull flirting with disaster going into turn number 1. That grass embankment has eaten many a car. Jacob Denny makes the slide job. He's got the lead this time, working lap number 8. Turnbull thought about throwing the slider to get the lead back. Now Denny trying to set sail and run away. Mason Hannigan now looking underneath James Turnbull. He's got P2 this time off turn number 4. Does he have anything to try to catch Jacob Denny? Turnbull with a good run down off the inside of the racetrack. Hannigan runs the high line, takes the momentum away from James Turnbull. Top 5 cars really hauling the mail around the high side. Hannigan gets into the wall, a little bit of contact with Turnbull. Ryland Gray there to capitalize. He takes a spot from Hannigan, and Aaron Trotter also slips by. Hannigan battling with Trotter down on the inside of the racetrack. Hannigan tries to get his spot back from Gray. He's got it for the time being. Gray turns it back down the racetrack. Not enough speed. Hannigan keeps P3. Now Hannigan up to P2 on the James Turnbull misstep. A lot of shuffling around here in the top 5 and the early going in this one. Jacob Denny now out to a 1.2 second advantage over second place runner Mason Hannigan. Oh, Gephardt's around. Yellow flag's gonna fly. Big contact. Coming off of turn number 4, just jumps the cushion, gets into the wall. Gets caught up in the chain link. Gets into Jay Schaff, goes for a big spin into turn number 1 and 2. And that'll be our 3rd yellow of the evening. Lights are out on the pace truck. Jacob Denny going to lead the field back to green. Pace truck's off, field fires, we're back underway. Denny with a great start. Mason Hannigan trying to go right with him. Hannigan to the low side of the speedway. Can he get the run off the bottom? Not this time, and here comes Ryland Gray on the high side. Goes to cross him over down the back straightaway. Slide job for P2. Hannigan going to diamond cut the corner and try to take P2 back. Gray gets into the wall, so Hannigan's got it. As the yellow flag is out once again. The rough night continues for Jay Schaff as him and Matt Rogers get together down the back straightaway. Schaff able to 360 the car, surprised it drew the yellow. Field is coming back to green. Denny, Hannigan, Gray. Pace truck's off, we're back underway. Jacob Denny to the high side in turns 1 and 2. Hannigan gonna throw the slide job, not gonna clear it. Ryland Gray in trouble through turns 3 and 4, through turns 1 and 2. The yellow flag is out once again. We'll go back and take a look at what happened with Ryland Gray. Gray sends the car in real deep into turn 1 following Jacob Denny. Looks like it bikes up just a bit, gets into the wall pretty hard there at the top of turns 1 and 2. Gets a little bit of help from Aaron Trotter. 360s the car. Collects Andrew Thornton. Gonna reset. Gonna try it again. Denny, Hannigan, and Trotter now the top 3. Turnbull and Whitney gonna round out the top 5. Pace truck's off. Denny fires between turns 3 and 4. We're back underway. 15 down, 15 to go. Denny back to the high side. Hannigan follows him this time. Aaron Trotter in 3rd, also running around the high side. First car down low is James Turnbull in the 2J, currently running the 4th position. Denny gets into the wall. Hannigan thought about throwing the slider, works his way through the middle of the racetrack. Denny going to continue to lead for the time being. Denny trying to haul a mail on the high side. Very, very long way around this racetrack. Hannigan sets up, thinks about the slider once again, just not enough momentum to clear it. Time by, have 13 laps to go. Does anybody have anything for Jacob Denny? Denny around the high side once again. Hannigan able to close in. This time Hannigan goes all the way to the cushion, tries to keep some of that momentum. Denny right up around the fence in the turns and comes down the straightaway, stays in the grip as you see the whole straightaway slicked off on the high side of the racetrack. This time by 11 laps to go. Mason Hannigan, the only driver within striking distance of the leader Jacob Denny. Hannigan, a little bit of contact with the outside wall, trying everything he can to catch Denny. Slider line once again through turns 3 and 4. Big contact with the outside wall off turn number 4. Going to lose a lot of the ground he just gained on Jacob Denny. A little further back in the pack. First race for position on the track right now is for 4th place. Aaron Trotter trying to hold off the alien Trevor Royer. So we're just inside of 10 laps to go. Yellow flag is out once again. Go back and take a look. Caution coming out for the 70 of Richie Gaines. Oh, the teammates get together. The Indy Race Parts Esports teammates, Jay Schaff and Richie Gaines, get together, and Gaines goes for a big tumble. Absolutely yard sails the car through turns 1 and 2. Bringing the field back down. Denny, Hannigan, Turnbull, Trotter, and Royer, your top 5. Denny fires, we're back underway, this time by 9 laps to go. Does Hannigan try anything different? No, follows Denny through turns 1 and 2, as does James Turnbull. Hannigan, a lot of contact with the outside wall off turn number 2. Turnbull looks underneath of Hannigan. Grabs the brake, tries to keep it down low around that inside wall as Hannigan pounds the outside wall once again. Hannigan and Turnbull now battling out for the 2nd position. Trevor Royer gets clear of Aaron Trotter for the 4th position for the time being. And he's got it for sure this time through turns 3 and 4. Turnbull trying to battle back against the Little Hurricanes. We have 7 laps to go. This is the race for 2nd place. Hannigan trying to find the run to get around Jacob Denny. Right rear to the outside wall once again. Yellow flag flies again. Rough go of it tonight for Roman Gephardt. Hard contact with the wall, getting to turn number 3. Spins like a frisbee through turns 3 and 4 to draw the yellow. Coming back down, just a few to go. Denny, Hannigan, Royer, Trotter, Rogers, your top 5. Hannigan goes top shelf with Denny this time. Mistake by Jacob Denny. Mason Hannigan looks low to the inside, slide job for the lead. He's going to have it. Denny's going to try to turn down the racetrack, but Royer's there. 5 laps to go. Mason Hannigan retakes the lead from Jacob Denny. Denny right there with him on the high side of the racetrack. Contact off turn number 2. Both drivers keep it straight, but the yellow flag is out again. Caution comes out this time for the 3 of Reed Whitney. Jumps the cushion and absolutely yard sails the car through turns 1 and 2. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. Going to have 4 laps to go when we go green this time. The Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan, now your leader, Jacob Denny in 2nd, Trevor Royer in 3rd, Matt Rogers in 4th, and Aaron Trotter rounding out your top 5. Pace truck's off, green flags in the air, and we're racing once again. Does Denny have anything for Hannigan? Denny and Hannigan go top shelf. Everybody else behind him goes to the low side, trying something different. Denny's got a good run on Hannigan. He goes top shelf. Hannigan's going to throw the slider Denny, a little bit of contact with the outside wall in turn number 3. Yellow out again. The caution this time going to come out for the 2J of James Turnbull. Gets into the wall and goes for a big ride. Aaron Trotter. A little bit of that CJ Leary line, rides the fence, sets her back down, and keeps her going the right direction. The war of attrition continues. Mason Hannigan, your leader. Denny in second, Royer in third. Hannigan slow rolls the field through turns 3 and 4. Pace truck is off. He fires. We're back underway. This time at the stripe, 3 laps to go. Denny and Royer to the high side. Matt Rogers tries to shortcut turn 1. Hannigan, contact the outside wall. Jacob Denny back to the high side of the racetrack. Loses a lot of speed. Getting to turn number 3, though. Good run off turn number 4. Contact the outside wall. Popsicle 6 in the air. 2 more laps to go. Does Denny have anything for Hannigan? Hannigan, misstep on the high side once again. Both drivers, big time squirrely down the back straightaway. Hannigan bounces it off the wall. Jacob Denny, good run on the high side. A white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Mason Hannigan, Jacob Denny, both cars dragging the wall through turns 1 and 2. Both drivers down low on the front, on the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4, Trevor Royer throws the slider too little, too late. The little hurricane, Mason Hannigan, is going to bring home the win here at USA International. Trevor Royer brings it home in second, and Jacob Denny drops to third to round out the podium. Well, folks, definitely a war of attrition for the National Tour Sprint cars tonight. Let's check out our A feature rundown. Mason Hannigan is going to be your winner. Trevor Royer in second. Jacob Denny in third. Matt Rogers and Jay Schaff going to round out the top 5. Aaron Trotter in sixth. Todd LeBeau, Austin Thornton, Andrew Thornton, and Tim Burner going to round out the top 10. James Turnbull, Reed Whitney, Roman Gephardt, Richie Gaines, Ryland Gray, Ryan Paget, and Jackson McLean all out early with incidents throughout the race. Definitely a war of attrition. This track just chews up race cars and spits them out. Makes it a really, really interesting evening. We sure hope you enjoyed tonight's racing action from the Lakeland USA International Speedway. Hope to see you join us again next week as we stay in the Sunshine State and head over to Volusia Speedway Park, where, of course, the National Tour Sprint cars will be on hand, as well as the crowd favorite UMP Modifieds as the support class. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next Tuesday night.